Good morning. I was asked if I could talk about Spring Hill. Now, Spring Hill is in two different counties. There are 778 properties available in Spring Hill right now. And we're going to go in here and act like we're doing a search for value and knowledge. So right now, 786 matches. What I'm going to do is I'm going to assume that my buyers are all 3 bedrooms or more. Brings us down to 635. I'm also going to make some other assumptions that are, if you're buying and you're calling me and you're saying help, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to tell you to stay out of the flood zones. Okay. If you have a home and it's in a flood zone, sell it. Flood insurance and flood zones and expenses are just ridiculous. I'm also going to tell you to look for block homes. In the years before the last few, we didn't have tornadoes in Florida. And now we have tornadoes. So I don't think buying a mobile home or a frame house makes sense when we're not programmed to hide from tornadoes because we don't even know they're there. So nobody's realizing the risks. But for me, let's not buy a frame house and let's not buy a mobile home. So there's 488 properties in this criteria. I'm going to assume that most of my buyers want a good deal. So let's bring it down to $350,000 or less. There's still 209 properties. So some of these properties are going to need a lot of work, and those are going to be the ones that are only available for cash. So what we're going to do is we're going to look at the FHA approvable homes, because FHA approvable homes are going to be in better shape, and the seller has, if they don't know that, they basically agreed that they'll get it to pass the 4-point inspection. So right now, the cheapest property in Spring Hill is in Weeki Wachee Woodlands. It's $245,000. It's a 2005 home, and it's been on the market for 9 days. So the question is, on a 2005 home, has it got a new roof? Because if it doesn't, it means it's got a 20-year roof, and they won't want to sell you insurance. Here's oh, you know what I did? Look at this one has annual fees. Let's go ahead and assume that my buyers and the people watching this video don't want annual fees. So let's take that out. That also tends to take out the deed restricted communities, because if there's no HOA fee, then it's likely there's no deed restrictions. But that's not always the case. All right, here we have $257,999. And if you watch my videos, you'll know why I don't like that pricing, but that's okay. Deltona, $268. It's a main roadish. Oh, look at this. Berkeley Manor, $260,000, $269, but it's been on the market for 185 days. 100-day home warranty. Perfect blend of style and comfort awaiting you to make this one your own. To me, a listing should be a list of features or benefits, or the features and benefits. It shouldn't have all this extra. The neutral color paint scheme provides a calming atmosphere, while all the stainless steel appliances add a touch of sophistication to the kitchen. I don't buy that whole theory. Maybe on a $2 million house, you're selling ambiance, you're selling style, you're selling feelings, but what people buy are features and benefits. All right, so we know this is around $176. Let's go back and look at the price per square foot. Is asking price $195 and $161, 1,600 square foot house. So this one, that one's interesting. When you get a lower price per square foot, it generally means it's a larger home. All right, so how do we know if anything's a good deal? The answer is not looking at the actives. There are 84 properties that are pending in this criteria, and the solds, let's go minus 30 days, which it really, to me, is minus 37, because it takes sometimes 4 or 5 days to have a listing show up as a sold. You probably could do minus 34, 35, but there's 45 properties that have sold. I can show you how to do the statistics. This sold in 4 days. They were asking $239. It sold for $237. Wow. This works out to $188 a square foot. 41 days, $182 a square foot. $187 a square foot in 49 days. 3 days, $199 a square foot. 1993 house. See, it's only 1,350 square feet. Probably should have narrowed it down to a tighter square footage just for the purpose of being able to compare apples to apples. $151 a square foot, 1989. And I probably should have pulled the pool homes out and done its own video. Oh, look at that. They took the picture to get that background. Oh, there it is during the day. Floor plans always create, this is an original kitchen. Well, let's see, $275. It sold for full price in 46 days. Likely on some of these, we could research it further and see if they paid closing fees, because closing fees are going to be an itemization that we can research. $153 a square foot. $217 a square foot. See, it's only 1,200 square feet. I should have probably said, let's do 1,500 to 1,700 square feet, and then we would have had this. The sales price per square foot could have a lot more value. Hey, listen, if you're shopping, this is what I do. I mean, I spent 18 years in the financial services industry as a stockbroker, and doing the numbers and working the numbers is what I enjoy. So if you're looking for the best deal in the market, you can go to my my YouTube page and see some of my videos. I do videos that will give you the best deal of the day. On that day, we went through the whole gamut, 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, 2-car garages, and that was the best deal of the day on that day. But like I said, I can create these videos with a moment's notice, or I can get you to jump in on a Zoom call, and we can go shopping and really narrow down the list. Hey, I'm Randy Jenkins. I appreciate you watching my video. Have a great day.